Let him step down for a young bright man to take over. We don't need him. He's too old for that seat. Let him leave that seat for young person.
Support?
Yes, I support.
What's transpiring in Kenya should happen to Nigeria?
Exactly. Let it happen.
He cannot control Nigeria. Nigeria is bigger than Mr. President. If you know, Nigeria is bigger than Mr. President. And Mr. President is old enough. He's old enough. He cannot control this country.
Old age is worrying.
Old age is disturbing him a lot. Eh? Look at how can somebody come out in public to address people before you know he fell down and say he's Buga. He called himself a Lagos boy. My grandfather is calling himself a Lagos boy. Is it good? Please tell him, Mr. President.
This morning, almost 422 naira kobo. Check dollar.
So no progress at all.
No progress at all. People are dying. People are dying every day by day.
But you are the people that voted Jagaba. You said Jagaba is one of the best presidents. The way he restructured Lagos.
According to, is it not Amechi? Or somebody saying it about 5 months ago. Say Tinubu is going to be the best president so far in Nigeria. Meanwhile, he's lying because of money. Tinubu used his money to buy the presidency, not by voting. If it's by voting, it's
but you vote for him.
I don't. No. I don't even have PVC.
But you supported him.
I don't support him. I don't even
know they support him again.
No. I don't support him again. Even before, I don't even support him in a single day.
So no join.
Let them come. Let them come. See my house. See Tinubu house, Fortune State. I don't fear anybody. Let him come.
So you are not happy with Tinubu?
No. I'm not happy with Tinubu. Not only me, the whole Nigeria is not happy with our president. Let him change. If you hear what when Obasanjo said this morning about Tinubu or no Tinubu, let Tinubu use the wisdom. Let him use wisdom to rule Nigeria. Let him use the wisdom. He's a Yoruba man now. He know what to do.
The nationwide protest that is organized by a certain group of people, though people are tagging the Labour leader, Peter Obi, as being the sponsor, is democracy in action, the way I look at it. Any person that wants to protest should be allowed to protest. They are only going to protest and tell the government of the day that Nigerians are suffering. I think that's the main reason for the the nationwide protest that is organized by a certain group of people, though people are tagging the Labour leader, Peter Obi, as being the sponsor. It's democracy in action, the way I look at it. Any person that wants to protest should be allowed to protest. They are only going to protest and tell the government of the day that Nigerians are suffering. I think that's the main reason for the protest. Any other thing outside that, then will be secondary. But for now, Nigerians know that masses of these nations are suffering. This particular nation, Nigeria, they are suffering.
Do you believe that we are practicing a true democracy? Of recent, we see a Senate whip, chief whip was, removed from the Senate because he criticized this current government. A true democracy, which is supposed to be criticized. Do you think there is a balance of power or checks in our democracy, what we call democracy in Nigeria?
Yes. Now, the issue of Ali Ndume being removed as the chief whip, his own case has two dimensions. One, the chief whip is a party issue. So the party saw it in that form that the man is not representing them in good light. But frankly speaking, the Senate as a whole ought to have allowed that case to die. They should have allowed Ndume to continue, not removing him. So removing him in the eye of democratic nations, they will see it as Nigeria not practicing true democracy. Otherwise, if you look at it in the other angle, like the angle of being a party man, they may be right, but speaking in terms of being a chief whip of the Senate, removing him in the way they did, is not the best. Yes, it's highly undemocratic.
Well, is it the protest is just the only means which Nigeria can hold their government accountable?
Yes, all over the world. As far as democracy is concerned, there's no other. There are two ways people can hold their government accountable. One is through election, but since the election is still too far from now, in 2027. So for now, the only alternative Nigerians have is just this protest.
Give us your review on this current administration. For you, sir, how does it feel living in Nigeria?
Well, living in Nigeria for now, as far as I'm concerned, is a terrible thing to live in Nigeria now, based on the current situation of things, where people who were eating 3 square meals in a day, today, they have the opportunity of, if they are able to take 2 meals, and that's fine. But now, most families take 1. So that will tell you the situation Nigeria have generated.
Terrible.
Yes, it's a terrible situation.
So you are saying this current administration, they are incompetent?
Yeah, the current administration, based on the performances of their policies, is nothing to write home about. So, and it's the same government. Buhari was here, people were criticizing him, and now, that was APC. Now another APC entered, and this became the worst. The worst of all the government, as far as I'm concerned, this is the worst of all the government have experienced since I became a man. Because, yes, since I became a man, where you cannot eat. And up till now, there is no policy of the government that will portray them as knowing what they are doing. You see that nobody there knows what to do to make sure that the suffering of the masses comes to an end. Or
so when you came out to protest against
yes,
pleasure.
Thank you so much. You know, Nigeria is full of ethnicism. That's what is playing on in Nigeria. Ethnic bias. People, if somebody comes up now and say, let us go and protest, like they have started to pin the protest of August to Peter Obi, they have deviated from the real thing. Instead of saying, let the masses mobilize themselves and protest for the welfare of the masses, they are going to pin it. This is Obi's agenda, this is another person's agenda, because it's coming from a particular tribe. That is a problem for Nigeria. So Nigeria need to move out of this sentiment. Yes, they need to move out of it before they can know. Look at Kenya. Kenya insisted, no matter who was involved, they insisted on protest until the president listened to them and did the needful.
The protest is still, they still continue.
Yes. But the major, some of the things that they demanded, okay, he has sacked the cabinet, and he still, some of the things that the protesters are demanding, he has also listened to them, he has removed most of them, but yet they are insisting that everything they needed will be done before they call it quit. So in Nigeria, we have never had any reasonable protests. Probably this one now, nobody knows. It could be the best project that will heal the nation, Nigeria.
The government will find a way to stop.
Yes, we are learning every day from the event that happened in Kenya. The government will try their best to stop it. If they come with reasonable things, and the leaders of the protest see that Nigeria, the leaders are trying, they may decide to call off this.
No, it's not advisable. We should just try and be patient with the young man.
Who is the young man here?
Our president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He's a man. He's vibrant. He's working. The wrong that have been done for the past years, you can't expect him to perform magic within just by night, so that in the morning everything will be okay, everything will be normalized. No, it's not normal. You have to give him time, put things in place. I think there is this young man. What was his name? What is the name of that man that said everything is going okay? Even our former president, Goodluck Jonathan, he even made speech last week. He said that we should give the young man time, that he's putting things in place. He's somebody like Goodluck Jonathan, and the Goodluck Jonathan is a respected man in Nigeria, and you know that. If he have seen something period before this time, he has not been in support of this young man. But there is something that he saw, there is something that he's seen that made him to come out on air. There is some Tinubu, yes, he's a man. He's a young man. That's his age. I know he's an old man, but blood is still running in him. His mind is young because he have good agenda for our dear country. You can't expect the young man to perform magic overnight. No. You see this hardship in the land now. It's even in the Western world. It's all over the world. It's not only in Nigeria. It's something that is happening globally. It's not only in Nigeria.
We should just give him time.
Just give him time and be patient. And you as a youth, you won't say that maybe things are tough, things are not getting better. You fold your hand and sit down. Look at me here now. It's not even easy with me, but I won't just maybe in the morning and sit down and say, oh, the president should provide this one for me. No.
You know is that it's a different terrain altogether. Kenya terrain and our terrain is not the same. And what is the population of Kenya? You know, when you want to make comparison, there are variables you need to put in place. Okay? So, I don't think it's possible. It could be possible, but it might be very difficult to happen in Nigeria.
The resignation of President Tinubu, looking at what is currently going on in the country.
Did Tinubu say he's going to resign?
Nigerians are calling for his resignation.
Who is calling for that resignation? Mention one of them.
An individual.
Brother, let me tell you.
They are citizens.
Brother,
let
me tell you.
Yeah.
Nigeria is a complex state. Very, very complex. You know, when the Court of Competent Jurisdiction passes a judgment, the ones that are favored will say, court is the common hope of the hope of common man. Then the one that is in favor will go and begin to criticize the judges and the lawyers as well. You see, if anyone will come on air today to criticize Tinubu and say that he should resign, I will assure you, tomorrow morning you will see other group of people that will come and say Tinubu is the best. This is the state we find ourselves, because people so much believe in, you know, let them have something from you, and anything you whatever he does, he doesn't care.
Do you feel Tinubu is the best right now?
Who is the best? Nobody is the best. Nobody. What I'm saying is that nobody is the best.
Economy right now.
Who is a saint in Nigeria? Nobody.
Is the worst in the history of Nigeria.
I cannot say so. Until when he finishes his either 4 years or 8 years tenure, then we'll compare.
So, for example, now you had a fire on you now. You now say, man, this fire is not going anywhere. Until the fire finish all your